All right, everyone, welcome back. It's been 4 months since we've all met. It's nice to see all your faces again. I will start with the agenda protocol. We're using Zoom for this meeting, which allows for the public to participate in the meeting as an attendee. The chair can request that members of the public provide their names for purposes of keeping accurate meeting minutes. Attendees must register to participate. The registration link is unique to meeting. This registration link can be found on the town's website. Attendees will join in listening mode. They can click the raise hand button if they wish to speak. The chair will call on those who have raised their hands in order. They were all raised. All questions should be directed through the chair. As a preliminary matter, this is Chantal Boyce-Murphy, Director of Culture and Tourism, acting as supporting staff. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. I'm trying to, epically failing at the dual screen thing, not having my dual screen. Oh, this is so fancy. Okay, there you guys are. Tony Wagner.
Here.
Bethany Oliver.
Here.
Barbara Tibbetts.
Here.
Michael Kopko.
Here.
Ava Rollins.
Present.
And Emma, I'm going to list you as being present as a non-voting member. Today, Emma, can you hear me?
Yes, present.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. And staff, Chantal Boyce-Murphy is here as well. So good afternoon. This open meeting of the Nantucket Cultural Council is being conducted remotely pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will feature public comment, though I don't see any members of the public present. For this meeting, the Nantucket Cultural Council is convening by video conference via Zoom app as posted on the town's website, identifying how the public may join. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and that all attendees are participating by video conference. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you and to take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. All supporting materials that have been provided members of this body are available on the town's website unless otherwise noted. The public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda unless the chair notes otherwise. We are now turning to the first item on the agenda. Before we do so, permit me to cover some ground rules for effective and clear conduct of our business and to ensure accurate meeting minutes. The chair will introduce each speaker on the agenda. After they conclude their remarks, the chair will go down in the line of members, inviting each by name to provide any comment, questions, or motions. Please hold until your name is called. Further, please remember to mute your phone or computer when you're not speaking. Please remember to speak clearly and in a way that helps generate accurate minutes. For any response, please wait until the chair yields the floor to you and state your name before speaking. If members wish to engage in a conversation with other members, please do so through the chair, taking care to identify yourself. After members have spoken, the chair will afford public comment to those members of the public that have joined the meeting via Zoom. Members of the public who wish to speak must state their names and be acknowledged by and speak through the chair. Finally, each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by roll call vote. That is always a mouthful, but we got through it. Thank you all for your patience. Ava, you are technically our chair now until another co-chair is elected. So would you like to take the meeting, or do you want me to go down, go through the agenda? How do you want to run this one?
Happy for you to lead the agenda.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh, I said I'm happy for you to lead the agenda.
Okay. Okay. All right. So first item, or the third item, I suppose, on the agenda is the approval of the January 8th and May 30th minutes. Doesn't matter if you were present at those meetings, you can vote on those minutes. Something I learned recently. So if you want to make a motion to approve, someone wants to make a motion to approve the January 8th minutes, if there are no edits.
So moved.
So moved. Yeah.
I heard motion by Tony. Michael, is that a second?
Yep.
Awesome. And we'll go through roll call. Tony Wagner.
Yes.
Barbara Tibbetts.
Yes.
Bethany Oliver. Bethany Oliver.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, yes.
Just mute. Thank you. Michael Kopko,
Yes.
Ava Rollins. Ava?
Present.
Oh, there we go. And thank you. That's a unanimous.
You get me?
May
Okay.
30th minutes, if I can have a motion to approve that one, if there are no edits.
So
So
moved.
moved.
Removed.
Thank you.
Everybody's
Motion by
moving.
Bethany. Got a second by you, Tony?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, I'll go through the list again. Tony Wagner,
Yes.
Barbara Tibbetts,
Yes.
Bethany Oliver,
Yes.
Michael Kopko,
Yes.
Ava Rollins.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you all. Minutes have been approved unanimously. We can dive into the FY25 grant cycle with an update. The dates have changed this year, which is interesting. So it's the application opened on September 1st and the application deadline is October 16th. And then the annual report is due January 16th. There was an info session on September 5th. The email would have gone out to anyone who's received a grant, letting them know about the, who's on the Mass Cultural Council website, that is, letting them know about the date change and about the info session. I went through, the application is no different than it has been in previous years, and we actually have a few members, few community members who have already done drafts. So I see folks, because you can log in and see people as they're working on it. So the message did get out. We do need to put out a press release to let people know. And I'm hoping I can get it into the town manager's email at the start of next month. Anybody have any thoughts, questions, comments, concerns on that? If there is nothing on that, I will move to the next agenda item, which is new members. Emma is kind enough to be here with us today. She technically can participate until we fill the seat in the event that we have quorum issues. I checked in with Mass Cultural Council just to be sure that was okay with them. But we do have her seat that's still available. If you know of anyone who's interested in serving and thinking about, you know, the different organizations that you all represent, if there's a sector that's missing that would do well in here, please let me know. Just to get the conversation going, I was thinking about a representative maybe from the library or from the dance company. So we don't have anyone from those two groups. Maybe even a teacher. I don't know. What do you guys all think?
When you say dance companies, you just mean anybody that dances or
No,
specific?
there's the group that's now doing the dance festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Michelle Birmingham would be
Yeah.
the one there.
That was why I was asking the question.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure if I just wasn't sure of the way it was being said.
I was going to do. And then from the library, I mean, Anne would be great on her. She has time. Or Sammy is their programs person right now. She'd be great. I don't know who else is over there right now. Lisa's doing some stuff there. I don't know if she's the right person there.
They have a new development person that I was just on an
Okay.
CC'd on an email with as well. So maybe I'll reach out to Anne if you guys would like. I'm happy to do the outreach and see if she's interested or if she has someone else from her organization that she think might be interested.
I can send a note to Michelle Birmingham because actually I'm seriously late sending a reply, a question she had for me anyway. So. Oops.
Thank you, Tony.
And actually, that just reminded me. So thank you.
I'm glad I could help.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's two organizations. So can you think of anyone else that would be good on here?
Be great to have somebody from the Spanish speaking community
Yes.
involved. I don't know who to contact or who to reach out to, but
Mhm. Yeah, it's a good idea.
We had a great event with the Bulgarian school also, and I know that the Eastern European community is big and very interested in culture, very culturally active. Might be the Bulgarian school to reach out to.
Yeah, they're definitely very involved and very organized. Yeah, so I just gave them a cultural district grant, so I can definitely reach out to her. Great idea. I can talk to Esmeralda. She's really good about knowing who in the Spanish speaking community to reach out to that might have, you know, an interest in our cultural council. So I'll talk to her. Great suggestions. Anyone else? Any other thoughts on that?
I tried to strong arm somebody into it, but he passed.
I had someone reach out that I thought was gonna be, I was so excited, but he never submitted an application. I don't want to put his name out there. It was someone I think you all would have enjoyed. But yeah, I was surprised that there were no bites on it from his end further than that. I did reach out to Erica to find out about like what the process is, what we can do to kind of get it out there more. I know it's posted on the town's website and it's on the select board agenda when they do the open positions, but that hasn't been working. So it might be worth maybe doing some advertising as
Yeah,
well. You had mentioned that before.
The Current really is kind of the newspaper of the island now. So I would definitely talk to Jason over there. He's pretty willing to help, I find.
Yeah. Maybe we can double our efforts in when we do our press release and advertising for the grant, include a little snippet about an open seat.
Mhm.
You know, the Inky is now going to be doing doing more stories in Spanish. So I can reach out to Robert and ask him, I mean, that might be a good thing for him to post in Spanish if we're trying to get some of that community. They're trying to pull in readers in that community. So maybe he's a space.
I'll be right back. My dog is barking at my neighbor. Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. He just gets so excited.
The clip season.
Sorry, he's 10 pounds of fur and thinks that he's everybody's best friend. So apologies. That's a great idea. I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
Sounds
well, they had a
fascinating.
chamber event the other night and he talked about it. That's how I know. So I'll reach out to him and see if that's something they want to include in their articles.
Mhm. Thank you. Thank you.
And in order for them to write something up, reach out to you or just go onto the town website, or where would be the best place for them to get the information?
They're welcome to reach out to me. They can go on the town website as well. Ava, I don't know if you wanted to get involved in this as chair. It's kind of your decision.
Whether we want to put on the town's website.
No, about the Inky. Advertising with the Inky about the open seat. especially
They're
because-
starting to do Spanish translation segments. So they're
Well-
trying to reach that community specifically, so that might be.
Do we have advertising money all of a sudden to advertise something like that, or we're asking for a freebie for these positions? Chantal.
We don't have any the council doesn't have any advertising money, but the culture and tourism department does have advertising money.
So you
So
would
as long as we keep it, keep it tight within my budget.
I was
I'm
kind of
sure Danny
thinking,
and I can work
yeah,
something
I
out.
was going on the freebie because they're trying to reach the Spanish speaking community. That I wasn't saying to spend dollars. I was thinking, but I don't know whether it can, or, I mean, I'll ask.
I would say that if we're gonna ask for ads in the Inky or the Current, that we would offer, like, we'd work within like a healthy budget. We would not ask for a freebie. I would not recommend doing that with any of our publications.
I assume
That's
that
what they get hit with all the time.
when you send out,
Well, Michael?
yeah, Chantal, when you say talk about sending out a press release, I assume they go to the paper and the Current and all that stuff too, and magazine.
Yeah,
Yes,
they could
do.
pick it up editorial when Chantal sends it out, but I think it would be stronger if we want to hit them to say, hey, is it possible to make an ad for this? We can find a little budget if desired and just see what it would be. I mean, the Current is not, neither of these things are a major investment, and it sounds like Chantal has generously offered to underwrite them if it's reasonable. So Chantal, would you send out the press release and ask about that, or would you like me to do that?
I'm happy to send it out and ask.
Yeah, whichever you prefer, happy to. But yeah, it would be my recommendation that we ask what it would cost. And I think that's a great soundbite, Barbara, that we're wanting to engage more with the other communities, with underserved communities.
So the question then for me to ask is, we're putting out a press release. Would this be, just an editorial in your Spanish speaking segment? And then I should say, or is there a cost? Is that what you're saying, Ava?
No, what I'm saying is the most impactful would be editorial, which we wouldn't pay for. So we would ask for that, and we would say this is something that's important to us to target. We would also be interested in potentially an advertisement. What would that be?
Okay.
So I'd say we ask for both and see what our options are, and then we could decide.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying.
I love that.
I just didn't express it the same way you did.
No, you got there. I think it's a great idea.
Do we
Right,
have any kind of social media outreach capabilities? Because I know, I get most of my information. I'm old, so I'm on Facebook. But I get most of my information, Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that.
And that's where I think that the Current is the most helpful, Michael, in terms of those ads, to your point. So I think it's very much worth the stories ad, which I believe sticker for commercials, $300. I imagine that is something that Chantal could work within her budget, but she can advise us. And I would be happy to design a flyer for them if that's something that we want to do, so we don't have any design costs. Or Chantal's great with that stuff as well.
If you could design it, that would be awesome.
I'm happy to. Chantal, do you want to shoot them a note about it, or do you want to shoot the release to me and I'll shoot a note about getting some advertising? And what are we thinking on timing? Kind of ASAP?
Yeah.
Okay. I think what would be great would be our press release from you, and then the link for applying, and I'll make us a little stories flyer. And if your department could underwrite it, I think that that's a great way to try to reach a new body of people. I love it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We also have the cultural district monthly newsletter. We have their social media. I can have David post it on the culture and tourism as well. I feel like those are definitely different audiences. And then we do have some advertising contracts with the chamber to utilize their newsletter. So maybe we can do a individual e-blast with them.
Yeah, I love their newsletter. Obviously I designed it. I think kudos to me. No, I think I could do a story that we could use for Current, but then what I can do is I can send it to around to the council, so anyone can put it on, any of us can put it on our personal stories or Facebook or Instagram, or we can also share from within our organizations. Do we want to use an image, or do we want to just use text? Does anyone have any ideas or thoughts or preferences?
I personally don't. I feel like you're the marketing guru, so I personally would leave that to you.
I'm thinking we do something beautiful with text, that we want to engage people. So, yeah, if you could just send me the press release that you have and our link for application, I'll make something. And then does it work, for procedure if we just send it around to the council to look at, or do you guys want to just empower Chantal and I to place it?
Yeah, I think you should just go for it.
Cool. I like it.
And
And,
then, and then
one-
if I reach out to the Inky, we tell them we have this, or we'll have this.
So are we thinking we want to do the same thing in the Inky? Is the offer of the, I think it would be great. I haven't placed stories with Inky because they don't have sorry, like Instagram stories. So I would say that it would be wonderful for us to pitch editorial to them with Chantal's release, Barbara. So if you have that that going already, I think that would be beautiful, and you could send it to them, and I'll do the current ad.
Okay, I'll try.
And
Yeah.
Barbara, if you wanna CC me on the email, just so
Yeah.
Mary knows that it's coming from me. 'Cause then
Okay.
save her the trouble of
Well,
having.
I'm actually gonna reach out to Robert first and then,
Okay.
and I know he's out of town this week, but then that's kind of where I was gonna start.
Okay.
Cause he's the one who made the announcement, so, about this, the Spanish, so see where he's coming from on that.
Gotcha. Thank you, guys. Next on the agenda is committee roles. I don't know if you want to wait till you have another committee, have all the seats filled, or if you want to go over the cultural council doc that I'd shared with you guys. Emma had put this together and I went in, Emma and Ava put it together and I went in and edited it and added a bunch of tutorial videos and guidelines and priorities and the toolkits from MCC and all that good stuff in there. I'd sent it, I believe it was May 31st. It was right after our last meeting, but I resent it again in this email, in this packet, just so you all have it to look over again. I don't know if you want more time with it and then come back at the next meeting and have a discussion about it. Wait till we have another person. What would you like? Give me my marching orders, basically.
I think it'd be good to have everybody here. You know, I mean, Tony almost got made co-chair last time, so it'd be good if everyone was here.
I'll just say I'm not going to be at the future meeting, so if you have any questions, that's kind of why I'm here.
And I thank Chantal for preparing all of that for us. Thank you, Chantal.
Of course. You guys did most of the work. I just added links.
And I definitely want to extensively thank Emma for her
Mhm.
service. That she won't be joining us anymore because she's really been the heart and soul of things, and we've been so incredibly lucky to have her. Sorry, my dog is breathing in our ear right now. But thank you, Emma. We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Emma. I second
You're
that.
so welcome.
So this is your chance. If you have any questions for Emma,
No, but I'm sure we'll have one when you're not here.
exactly. That's usually how it works.
Come on, you had 4 months to come up with questions.
It's
Thank
more
you
like
for
the
your
question
time.
will come up as we do whatever it is we're doing.
I mean, we'll do our best to not harass you too much, Emma, but I hope it's okay if, a question comes up. If we reach out and give you plenty of time to respond. No sense of urgencies.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think you're gonna need much. I mean, you just follow the guidelines from the state. It's not too hard.
And oh, one thing I forgot to mention, I did go in because the deadline for the council priorities was end of August, so I did go in and do that already. So that's all set. You guys don't have to worry about that. And then the financial report, I can reach out to, because by the time we meet again, the financial report will be due. So I'll reach out to the town treasurer just to get all of that together. And then Ava, what I'll do the report, and then if you don't mind, I'll let you know when it's done, if you don't mind going in and looking and letting me know if you see anything that needs to be changed. So
Sounds
it's pretty straightforward. It's literally just copying and pasting what she gives us and putting it on the report.
great.
Does that require, do I need to sign anything, Chantal, for that as the treasurer? No.
No, the treasurer signs on our behalf. Just
In that case, I'm really loving my treasurer job here.
You got the best treasury job. All right, so for roles, we'll roll that until we get some more folks. We'll focus heavily on marketing and advertising the open seat as well as the grant cycle. And you guys will look over those council timelines, and hopefully when we get the seat filled, we'll be ready to make a decision about various roles. And again, if you have any questions, just so we're not all sending Emma a million messages, if you don't mind either sending it to Ava or myself, and then we can just put a list of questions together and send it to Emma. Just trying to be respectful of your time, not trying to speak for you, Emma, because you've given to us so generously. We appreciate you so much. Does anybody have any other questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to talk about? That's pretty much our agenda.
Okay, you talk about a fall reception. Is there a date for that?
There's no date for that. I spoke to, oh my gosh, what's his name? Shane at the Nantucket Inn, because Michael, you never got back to me. I don't mean to put you on blast on here.
Oh, sorry, I don't recall getting anything about it.
I called you it was in your defense, it was summer, so.
right.
And you said you were going to talk to your partner and get back to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, as I'm sure most of you know, the theater's for sale at this point. So that we're not really programming anything into the facility until we know how that's going to shake out.
Makes sense. Thank you for that update. So I can move forward with Shane over at Nantucket Inn. They just finished that grand ballroom upstairs. It's beautiful. I went and saw it.
There's a ballroom
That-
up, there's another room upstairs now at the Nantucket Inn, not
Nantucket
hotel,
Inn.
the
Not the
inn.
hotel,
Yeah.
the inn, yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of a place that's a little different than the typical places that we go to. That's what was so great about going to White Heron. It's over there. And I feel like
I love that idea, and I haven't actually been up there since the renovation either. And just for anyone who wasn't there, which is some of you, the last reception that we did that Chantal planned was absolutely amazing, and people really loved it. I think it did a lot. I think it'd also be great for stewarding anyone that we want to try and bring into the council to be more involved so that they can see what's going on. It's a great time.
Well, I will say that we just did a children's book day in September. Chantal was the spearhead of that, and it ended up turning out to be a wonderful day. We're gonna make some adjustments, but we're gonna go forward in it next year. So she does a good job. She rallies the troops very well.
Thanks, Barbara. If you want, I can look at something for the start of like the first week in October. If that's not too soon, it's about 2 weeks out, 2 to 3 weeks out. If you're all around, we can definitely do something then.
That's why I asked the question, because it said fall. I am gone I will be here for the meeting, but then the next day, the 8th, I leave for about 10 days.
Okay.
I basically return the following week on like the I return on Saturday, the 19th, so I guess that means I'm gone 11 days.
Okay. Know
But
that.
I'm not, but you know, I'm just one person. I just was asking because I like to help with those kinds of things. So,
Mhm.
that's
I'm
why.
actually not,
there.
I'm not here for that same exact time period. I'm leaving on the 7th and back on the 19th or 20th, whatever that is.
Oh my gosh, we are not traveling together. I have
We're
never
not.
met Tony
We're
in
not.
person.
Sure,
No,
you're not.
I'm leaving the day before. I'm getting a head start. I'm trying to get a head start.
Okay, good to know. I was thinking,
I'm gonna hop off, you guys.
oh, bye,
Thank
bye,
you,
Emma.
Emma.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
you're
Bye,
welcome.
Emma.
Bye.
Um, I was
It sounds
thinking,
like
oh,
maybe after those dates makes more sense.
okay,
Otherwise, it's really soon.
so after those dates, I'm gone from the 26th to the 30th, and then it's Halloween. But we can definitely do something, you know, that,
Maybe like the first weekend in November. I feel like there's not a whole lot that goes on around that. Well, there is something, but we don't need to talk about that. But like, you know, it's tends to, I don't know, that beginning of November, I find a little quieter, but maybe I'm the only one who thinks that.
yeah. I think with Halloween being on
No, I definitely would
Thursday-
not recommend we do November. We're gonna lose too many people.
And you said you're gone when are you gone?
I'm
When,
gone the 26th to the 30th.
so what about something between the 21st and the 25th?
I'm just looking through my calendar, go back.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, we could do that. If you're all okay with that. Let
was-
me.
When I heard you
reach
say you
out-
were gonna go, Chantal, I'm like, you're always here for Halloween. I'm sure you're here for Halloween.
Oh, well, culture and tourism, partners with the Inky on Halloween. All the festivities in town, so I have to be here. I fly
You
back
also
from
love
Mexico on
Halloween,
the
too.
30th. But yeah, let me reach out to Shane. So we decided the 21st to the 25th.
At some point in there, that'd be a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or a Thursday, it looks
Okay.
like.
And Tony, that works for your travels? Okay.
Yep,
And
that'll
everybody
work.
else is good with that? Let me reach out to Shane at the inn and find out which of those dates work for him. And then we can go from there. And if I could have your permission to just kind of run with it, because it's like 5 weeks out.
Yep.
Awesome. I can do the Eventbrite sign up again. That was really good to let us know how many folks were coming.
That's great.
All right, that's smooth. I'll reach out to the Arts Council as well, because they wanted to get involved with the next get together that we planned. Awesome. Yay, we're having a party. There you go. Anything else? Ava, I'm sorry, there was something you wanted to talk about on the next agenda, and I'm so sorry. I submitted the agenda, then went back and watched the meeting and did the minutes and I just missed it. So I'll make sure that it's on the next agenda.
Okay, great.
Sorry about that. If there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
All right, well, assign me tasks if you need for the fall reception when you get it.
Definitely
organized.
will.
Okay,
Definitely will. Thank you, Barbara.
yep.
So moved.
We have a second. Awesome. Thank you, Bethany. Roll call, Tony Wagner,
Yes.
Barbara Tibbetts,
Yep.
Bethany Oliver,
Yes.
Michael Kopko,
Yes.
and Ava Rollins.
Present.
Awesome. You guys all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for your time.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks.